National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight's a showdown inside the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little after the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons, and that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston, and now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Stroud throwing here on first. Into the hands of Schultz. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
13, Christian Kirk. A gain of 22 yards. And the Texans first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun now for Stroud. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The Jaguars take over first.
So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career. Jaguars
look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's got to gain a 6 there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They go right back to ETN. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll motion Brown right. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lawrence working from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A gain of about 3, so a 3rd of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
It's a gain of 3.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 43-yard line.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete out to the right. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Texans 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Stroud gets it to him on the screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Texans.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Short side option here. He's running left. Inside the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Hey, forget about it. Forget 1st down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They'll toss it to ETN. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. 16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Lawrence here running the sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of a yard. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Counter give to Etienne. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Little knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Houston.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They give inside to Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here's Stroud. He's got it. Complete to Collins. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Stroud on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud now. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
14. Jaguars 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's ETN on 1st down. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play made by EJ Speed.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They go play action. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He keeps it and takes off. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's a toss headed right. ETN. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. This time it's a passing play. Pass is caught at the 9. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the 1st half.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 4.
Jaguars 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Stroud now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Texans set to punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 48. Here comes the screen from ETN. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Pressure was there, but he got it away. This is a good kick.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Running it after the penalty. Takes out a one-stop. And this one's only gonna pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
2nd and 8. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first, all down to the 26.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He's going to keep this one, and that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Little knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Damian Pierce now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down, Texans.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds the in route complete. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And he didn't need much after making the recovery, did he? A step or two forward, and he gets him the first down anyway. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
7 yards there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Texans with work to do on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stroud. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Low left side, caught by Bryant. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
First down, Houston.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He brings it in. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans grow their lead to 8.
21, Jaguars 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Jaguars taking the field on offense to start the third. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This is ETN. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. 2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning left is Thomas. ETN on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On play action, here's Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. This is Chubb. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. That one's complete. It's Brian outright. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Stroud. Complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Nico Collins. It's a gain of 6. First down, Texans.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They go with Chubb here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Travis Hunter making that play. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A cool choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Chubb running out of the gun. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Juke the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Now, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 27. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's running for it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lawrence throwing here. He gets this one to Strange. Won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 46.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go right back to ETN. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Texans have recovered it. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
The Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Lawrence working from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the third. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for two here.
The Jaguars will line up for the...
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Pierce now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Stroud. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Texans.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They toss it to Chubb. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Texans.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Chubb here on first down. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Chubb again on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing is Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try and field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They are now set for 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stroud off of play action. Give Kirk another one. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
First down from the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here,
and he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Jaguars 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a full gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And the Jaguars, 1st down. First and
That may
10
not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He finds Brown right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They go play action. Lawrence. Complete left side to Thomas. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. He's stopped at the 31-yard line.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Jaguars.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Running back, motioning right. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Trying it right side with ETN. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for second down. Now Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Lawrence looking to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. He's going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Stroud. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They give inside to Chung. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying on the ground here with Chung. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Fullback trying to power the cross. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
38, Jaguars 28.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Once with it on 1st. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
A 49-yard gain. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it. That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them, and make a play like that behind the line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Lawrence working from the gun. He'll try and run this. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Texans grab it! And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Stroud on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
2 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Wait for this.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
They go with Chubb here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Texans holding a 10-point lead. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Kirk in motion left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he goes out a little short of the 40. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Chubb on the give, headed left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Chubb. inside the 40. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. He found some space. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing again, here's Lawrence. Buying some time left, and he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6.
41, Jaguars 35.
So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with the road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.